Hello, everyone. I'm Divine Celion. Welcome in. How are you doing? I'm so glad to see you. I'm so glad that you're in our space for us to talk. Um, I hope this will resonate with you, but I have a feeling that this talk may not resonate with some of y'all because some of y'all gonna get mad with Big Mama. Oh well, get mad with me. Okay, let's walk this, shall we? So you know that I'm here to spread the message of love and my Father's word, right? But we gonna at this point have an issue. Here's why. I always try to interact some way with the comments. Absolutely love your comments, by the way. Thank you so much. I am so grateful to all of you who comment. Now, when I read the comments about, well, what does God want me to do? I'll move when God says I move. It wasn't necessarily said like that. It was more so, well, God will do it for me. Okay. I have no issues with whatever it is that you believe. That is you. Okay. My issue, though, is when you sit still and you think that spirit is going to do it for you. Now, yes, there are situations where spirit does because we can't or we won't. Sometimes it will. However, we've had this talk about who is on this plane doing the work. You. So what I don't understand is this thinking that you need to wait for spirit to do something or spirit is just going to take it over and you just going to sit there. Where's your fucking accountability? Let me explain. That's like a parent sitting up, told you not to do something. You did it anyway, then you expecting the parent to fucking save you. Are you kidding me? If I was your parent, I'm not fucking saving you. Not if you did what I told you not to do. Doesn't mean I don't love you. It means you need your lesson in it, right? So I don't understand people who feel like they're going to sit up there and they're going to have a spirit do the work when spirit gave you the assignment or sent it's chosen to give you the assignment, but you still sitting up here waiting on something else to do the work. Is that my understanding before I go in on you? Is that my understanding what you're saying? Let me guess what you're gonna say. Well, God said, let me carry you when you're weak and you can't carry yourself. Yes. God also said God helps those who help themselves. Again, see, that's why I don't argue book. There's no point. Because let me get to this. To every thought and theory in life, there is an opposite to it. So a lot of the times the arguments are a mute point. That's why it's based on your perception and what you do and what you experience. Do you understand what I'm saying? That's why when people are quoting scripture and they're going against each other, there's always going to be another scripture that's against, except the ones about love. Do you understand? So I'm going in on those who sit there. God is going to do everything for me. No. So you just going to sit here and you're not going to do shit. You're not going to live your life. You're not going to make mistakes. You're going to be whatever to the letter. And you're not going to do a thing. Then whose life is it? Well, it's God's life. Really? What did it tell you to do? It told me to do what it told me to do, which is what? Be fruitful and multiply. What does that mean? Well, um, to prosper and really, how you supposed to do that? Well, God is gonna give it to you, so you're not gonna do no work at all. You're not gonna earn any karma. Do you know why I mentioned the karma? You do understand that you pay yourself. You get rewarded by spirit. Yes, you do, absolutely. But you pay yourself by the work you do. That's your karma. That's not God's karma. That's your karma. Right? When you do wrong, who's serving the sentence? You, not God. So that's how you know you're supposed to be the one sitting up here doing the fucking work. I don't understand this. I'm going to sit back and ride the gravy train and God is going to give to me. Isn't that how the elite act that are trying to run everybody? Isn't that how they're acting? Why are you acting that way? When you know damn well as a chosen, it takes hard work. You know damn well as a karmic, It takes hard work to get out of that karmic state. And what are we always told to do? Do the what? Work. Make it make sense. I'll wait. Do you understand? Am I missing something? Wait, let me see. People doing the work. God told people to do the work. My Father told people to do the work of love. It's all work. Do you even know the sin? It takes work. When a sin happens, who's sinning? You. You did that work. Now I know I sound like I'm being a bitch and being mean. Oh well. I want you to understand you're the one doing the action. Okay? When Spirit tells you to do something or not to do something, that's for your lesson. That's so you will skip a lesson if you're ready to skip that lesson. And sometimes it's a test to see how obedient you are. There's many different reasons. Okay? But you got to pay attention to understand what the clues are for the reasons. Right? But in any case, you're cleaning out. Okay? And that message about letting things go and not going back to what you're not supposed to go back to, that's not a punishment. That's I'm trying to save you future pain because you don't need to go through the cycle again. But if you feel you need to, be my guest. That's how Spirit moves with some people, because that's the other point. Your relationship with Spirit is personal between you and Spirit. It is not the same. So these people that be sitting up here, Christians or whatever, and what you got to follow and what you got to believe and what you got to do and all this kind of stuff. Are you in our personal relationship between me and my Spirit? Or me and my Father? Are you in my relationship? Do you know how my relationship goes? No, you don't. You don't know what Spirit tells me. Spirit doesn't tell me the same thing it tells you, because I got my path and you got your path. So you can argue what you want. But hindsight is 20/20 and perception is all mine. So you don't know what Spirit is telling me, and I don't know what Spirit is telling you. You can't tell me it's right or wrong. You don't know my intuition. You don't know my path. You don't know what I'm supposed to do. I understand it, but you may not understand it. I'm not to understand your path. I'm to respect your path. Like anyone else's respect people's paths, right? But we don't have to know. That's between you and Spirit. That's a personal relationship, right? So it gets me when people walk in and they tell you how you got to be with Spirit. Did Spirit tell you it needed to be that way with you? That you needed to be that way? Did it show you that? Or you're taking it from a book because everyone said that that's what that book says and that's what you're supposed to do? I don't understand. Because not only do I check myself with my Father's energy, notice I said energy, and I look at his words, but I can feel his words. I have my intuition to feel it. I love me enough to be able to hear Spirit and check it with Spirit and my Father. I don't need a book. I don't need to quote it. I go to the source, not the other folks that wrote it, because I understand what they wrote. And it's similar things we all go through, but my relationship with Spirit is personal. I get it directly from the source. I don't need a middleman. So, in light of that, you will know what is right for you based on what Spirit tells you. A lot of times when we get upset over things, we know we're supposed to be cutting shit off. And we don't want to. We know we're supposed to be doing the work. And we don't want to, but the accountability is 100% ours. It's not. So, the next time you want to sit up and God's going to do it, but you're capable. No, you're to do what you're capable of doing. It takes it when you're not capable and you can't and you're broken and you're knocked down and you're weak. That's when it takes it. Not when you're capable. You are 100% accountable. You want your proof as to why? It's called karma and consequences and dharma and a lot of other laws, including the quantum laws. That's how you know you're accountable. If you wanted to know. I love you.